Alright, so by now most of you should know that my name is Yusef Scott and I'm the guy behind the sodarneasyforex University, also considered the Forex GOAT online. If you haven't already figured it out yet, go to www.theforexgoat.com and you'll see why. Now listen, as I always tell you all, very thankful, very grateful for all of you who watch my videos, binge watch them. I get the emails. I know who you are. I really appreciate it. Very thankful for you guys. Because listen, in today's world, what's going on today, we all have a lot of time on our hands. And you can be doing something totally different. But if you're watching my content, thumbs up to you. Thumbs up. Seriously. Seriously. Listen, I want to put you guys onto some game. Alright? I want to put you guys onto some game. I put out a video, you guys already know, put a video out a couple days ago about me blowing $1 million, and of course it was in real estate, okay? That video itself had a lot of people contacting me. You know, some people wanted to know, hey listen, are you going to be teaching real estate now? Some people like, listen, dude, man, you're the truth. Some people like, okay, this dude doing this, he must really be doing it. He's serious about it. In our video earlier, I told you guys about one guy who had messaged me. The conversation, he emailed me. The email really stood out because just like some people that I talked to, he was like, listen, Mr. Scott, man, I've been watching you for a while, and just like a lot of people, he was skeptical, and he's been on the fence, and he doubted me. He thought that maybe I was just you know, he didn't think it was real, but he was blown away by that video that I showed you guys. You know, and let's be real. Let's be real, you guys. I'm here to put you guys onto some game, some serious game. Alright, now let's be real. I'm a Forex trader. I train folks from all across the world. Alright? You guys know the game, this Forex game. Alright? You know, when I first got started training folks on, you know, publicly, I was amongst people who they threw around money, they showed cars and jewelry and, you know, all the fancy stuff, which is great. But I'm not a part of that type of. That's not my angle. You know, I could do that. I mean, think about it, ladies and gentlemen. How hard would it be to go to the bank, withdraw some money, you know, and come back, spread it all out, and make a video, throw money in the air? I mean, how hard would it be? How hard would it be to get stacks of money? Like, I feel like I don't need to do that. So I've never done that. I think I may have made one video one time. So that's why I can't knock it. But I made one video one time, and I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. I made a video and I had a stack of money that wasn't as obvious, but it was a stack of money in a rubber band that was sitting on my desk. Old video, and that was it. And even with that, it didn't feel like it was me, because I've never been that type of person who wanna just show, like, why show the obvious? Like, that's so obvious. It's obvious that I have money, but it's not about that. Right now, it's about me helping people to learn how to trade. Okay, showing people the game. Okay. So, like, for instance, you know, if you guys watched the video earlier, you know, I told you guys that, you know, I could be that person. I could be, but it's just not me. It's very obvious, but, well, it's so obvious that I feel like I don't have to do that. I mean, I can go and rent a Lamborghini, I can rent some of the most expensive cars, but even with that, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you renting a Lamborghini for what? That's not my life. you know. So I'm gonna stay true to who I am. So here's the deal. I want to put you guys onto some serious game. All right. You guys have just like Rashad. Rashad, he told you guys, he messaged me and said, listen, dude, I saw you and I thought one way about you. I've been watching and following you for a minute, and I thought you were a certain way. And when I saw the video, just the video alone, the title was intriguing, and when I saw what you're up to, I said, wow. So I'm telling you guys, you're not alone. A lot of people message me, a lot of people hit me up, and these are the things that they were saying. People want to know, hey, listen, are you gonna be teaching real estate? People want to know, hey, listen, bro, how can I get started with you? Because they can see now, okay, this dude, he's serious. He's making serious moves. When you buy an apartment building, that's a serious move. We're not talking about no single family home. We're not talking about, anybody can do certain things, but when there are levels to this stuff. Just like Forex, there are levels to Forex, all right? But the thing is, what level are you getting in at? Think about it. So my thing is, just like Rashad, like everybody else, I mean, this game, this arena, you got to be serious about this. And for me, it's serious because, and I'll tell you guys a little history about how I got started. So, I went to real estate school 16, 17 years ago. All right, maybe more like 15 or 16 years ago. And so when I got done with that, of course, I started bird dogging, helping other investors and all this stuff. And then, of course, I started wholesaling, and then, I landed my first deal. So, after that, I had 6 properties. And, of course, once the market was tanked, the game was changed. I always kept my foot in the door, always kept something going on the real estate side. But, of course, when you start dealing with money like in Forex, you start controlling things, and here we are. You talking about now with being in the Forex game and already knowing what real estate could get you. I said, well, what better time? What better time to acquire a property of that magnitude and start this cycle? So a lot of you may not a lot of you, I'm checking out this chart. I'm looking at the peso right now. The peso is looking pretty good. So a lot of you looked at me along the way, and you guys doubted what it was that you were seeing. You say, okay, this guy, he don't show nothing. He must not really be getting it. So I decided, well, let me show people, the level of where I am. I keep things quiet, but I'm gonna show them the level where I am. And it's not the first property, it's not the first development. But so I want to show people, okay, I may sprinkle a little bit on Instagram, but let me show you guys where I am. Let me show you guys how you can take this Forex money and you can put it inside the real estate game, and you can crush the market. All right. If you guys seen that, matter of fact, I'll post the actual picture back up there for you guys. If you guys look at that picture, you'll realize, listen, I acquired this property for a little over $1 million. Okay, a little over $1 million. And a month or so from now, the value of this property projected $3 million. That's serious. $3 million. Okay? Not only $3 million, but it has a rent roll of $27,000. That's big. Because there are a lot of people who only make 20-some thousand a year. Some people make twice that, and I can get that in 1 month. With all that's going on with the COVID-19, who knows where the Forex game is going to be tomorrow? Who knows? You guys hear all the conspiracy theories, but I mean, who really knows? Who knows? So it's so important that we think about what's really going on. So think about this. You think I want to go out there and go buy up Lamborghinis and these cars? And look, it's time to put your money in places that's going to become, you know, a moneymaker for you. And that's where I am. I'm thinking about long term, just like I trade long term. All right? But you know, it doesn't matter how many times I show people what can be done in the market. People are still going to doubt. All right? And the best thing that I can do is show people by my own discipline. All right? Just like trading Forex. We get into the market, like I teach my students, we get into the market based on the perfect entry strategy. We then allow our trades to run based on understanding your trade strategy. If you're out of line, if the market is not showing you should stay in your trade, you get out that market. That discipline is what's going to allow you to survive. I'm gonna give you guys, you know, a little history. Back in September 2015, I was trading on the GBP NZD. I'd already ran the market up, in and out, riding it up. September 2015, I got into the market, pop, 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 rolled the market down. It ran for over 8,000 pips. One direction. One direction. That was life-changing. Back then, TW, swap, positive swap on the way down for GBP NZD. Making money on both ends. Like I talked about in the video that I still need to post, but making money on both ends. That market that trade even absorbed everything that happened during the Brexit on June 24th, 2016, 9 months later. That was life-changing. And then even after the Brexit, it still went down some more. You guys check out the chart. Matter of fact, I'll put that chart on the screen for you guys. And then right after it went down to where it was going to go, right after it went down to when it was done going down, I put out an alert. I said, listen, you guys watch it. The market's going to go up. The market went up. Boom, went right up. Where did the market go? The market went right back to the Brexit level. Right back to the Brexit level. I knew when to get out. I knew when to get in because I know what time it is. Both times I had people who were joining because they said, man, this dude, he know what time it is. But it doesn't matter how much I show people. I show people the game. People still doubt it. They still doubt it. All right? You know, whoa, this is looking good. I'm like this, ladies and gentlemen. That trade right there on the GBP NZD, that was life changing. For me to be able to get out of that trade, that was sweet. That was sweet. And I found that setup based on the perfect entry strategy. A strategy that you guys hear me taunting that name around everywhere. I mean, I speak about that strategy everywhere. People join because of that strategy. They want that. They want that strategy. They want to learn that strategy because you can see exactly what I'm doing. But think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Realize the game. I'm letting Forex control the engine. You have the apartment building, all right? Hear me out. The apartment building, a little over $1 million. Projected value, $3 million. I take the proceeds from that. We're already looking at 14, 15 unit. You know, same thing. We're closing in on that right now. You know, things are looking good with that. So you figure the 13 unit, $27,000 a month. Rent roll. 14 and 15 unit That's another like 30,000 a month rent roll. And this is a far better building. Much better. Much better. No tenants inside currently. Much better building. Much better situation too. You guys will see it. You guys will see it soon. You know, and so I'm keeping these things going, and it's because of Forex. Take the Forex money, put it inside the real estate game. You get that one, put it in the other. Much larger property, a larger property, better property. Take that, you're making more money, put inside an even bigger property. And so imagine you got 50 or 100 units. If I'm making 27 off of 13 units, imagine what you could make off of just 50 units or 100 units. Everybody needs somewhere to live. You guys are in a right space. In this Forex space, there's just a lot of, you know, everyone wants to be the man, which is great. Everyone wants to be the man. Everyone wants to know, you know, have the secret sauce. That's great. But at the end of the day, you can make all the money that you want, but what are you doing with it? I know what I'm gonna do with mine. I know what I'm doing with mine. Seriously. So the game is, for me, I'm gonna take the real estate money. I'm gonna take the Forex money and put it into I keep saying Relix, put it into the real estate game. And keep recycling the same money. Keep recycling the same money. Constantly recycling the same money. Make it over and over and over again. On top of the 13 unit, looking at the 14 and 15 unit, have another, I think this one's a 16 unit. It just keeps growing. Land deal, 21 to 23 single family home lots. I mean, that's gonna be what, $750 to purchase the land, you know, but we could sell, I mean, it's crazy. When you have the system in place, we could sell, I'm telling my wife, I said, listen, we could sell each lot with the you know, constructed house on it, each home, $350,000, $400,000. You walk away with, let's say, $200,000 off of each lot. 23 lots. You do the math. So if I'm taking Forex money, putting it inside the real estate game, and then I'm buying the buildings that's allowing me to get a lump sum off of each one, but also have this residual monthly income, $27,000 here, $30,000 here, another 30-some thousand here. The money that I'm putting up to buy the buildings, I can get that back off the land deal. $200,000 off of each, $200,000 off each property built. That's mean. And the more you do them, the more experience you have, the happier everyone's happy. You know, the end user, or let's call it the homeowner, they're happy. The tenant, they're happy. Everyone's happy because you're bringing everything back up to code. You giving them a brand new property. Everything is good. We're all happy. You got what you wanted. I got what I wanted. Everybody's happy. But guess what? We have a system in place. Just like in the Forex, in the SodarneasyForex University, we have a system. Entry with the perfect entry strategy. When you get into the market, you get into the market with that. You stay in your trade based on stay in your trade strategy. You get out the market based on what the strategy is telling you. Real easy. Over here with the apartment game, we have the formula. I know the formula to allow me to acquire the property. I have liquidity where I can buy the property. I can see what the projected is based on the area. I know what the rent's going to be, so to speak, based on, you know, neighborhood, you know, based on the comps and all that stuff. I can figure all that stuff out. So if you have the formula of the Forex game, you have the formula of the apartment building game, and then the single family homes, that's a no-brainer. That's simple. All this is numbers, and I love numbers. Numbers make sense, right? You know, you in this game, in this Forex game, you try to help everybody. You know, I want to help people, I really do. But of course, a lot of people there, just like Rashad, he was on the fence. He was like, look, man, bruh, excuse me. He was like, I've been watching for a long time, and I thought maybe you were just bluffing. He didn't think that I was real. It took for people to see what I'm doing on the low for them to really realize what time it was. I'm not a typical Forex trader or trainer who's, I'm just showing you profit, I'm not doing nothing. No, I can show you the game, I can show you what time it is. I'm unorthodox with mine. I'm a little different. I can't agree, I'm a little different. I speak different about this game. I go against the grain with certain topics. But some people they don't see eye to eye with me. Some people don't, like Rashad, he didn't necessarily see eye to eye at first. He followed me, but he was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this dude. You know, and a lot of people, you guys do it. I get the emails. You guys, I have students who watched me for years and didn't join until a certain promotion or something, and then they decided to join and like, man, I've been watching for all this time. I thought you were a certain way. Now I joined. I realized, man, you're the dude for real. So, in fact, I had a guy who messaged me yesterday. We talked yesterday. Let me see. This guy, where is that? All right, here we go. So, yesterday we had training. We had, 2 training sessions. No. 2 days ago, Monday, we had an evening training session, the Trade Alert training. So he called me, and I texted him, did the auto text. Hey, I'll call you back later. No. I did the auto text, and I customized it, and I said, how may I assist you? This is Yusef Scott. Because it was a number I wasn't familiar with. So I figured it was, of course, this phone is going to be for business. So he texted me back, called me. So I immediately hit him back and said, listen, I'm not able to talk right now. Please text or email, setting up for training. Now, after that, he said, sorry, my friend, if I can't hear your voice, you ain't real. Peace. So I'm like, all right, I sent him a message. I did reply back to him. And I replied back to, well, he said that, and I didn't say anything, but I kind of laughed at it. But I didn't say anything, but I had, no, actually I did. I responded back to him about 6 minutes later, and I said, totally fine. As much as we would love to speak with you right at this moment, we must give attention to setting up training for current students. That way we're productive just as you would expect if you were a student. And I said, we apologize if your timing didn't work out well when you called. If you're serious, all right, perhaps you could call back around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time after our training for us to provide you with the attention you deserve. Otherwise, stay healthy, safe, and stay prayed up. And then what happened when we got done with training, about 7:35 or something like that, I said, you know what, let me call this dude. So I called him, and he sent me the auto text, I'll call you back. And he called back. So when he called back, we chopped it up. The first thing I said, bruh, I said, listen, I found your text to be a bit rude. You stated that, sorry, my friend, if I can't hear your voice, you ain't real. I said, I found that to be a little rude. I said, I told you that I was setting up for training. And I said, bro, I'm not here to waste your time. And just let him know just straight up. Because if he was a student, just like if you were a student, when it's time to get down with training, I'm focused. Like, listen, I'm focused. I need to focus on training because there's a discipline that I'm working hard to I have to exude a certain discipline. I have to motivate my students to also adopt that same discipline so that they can do the same thing. So in talking to him, I let him know, like, dude, like, don't take offense to this. Like, this is business. Like, you know, but you're about to miss out on an opportunity before you even, like, you basically told me that it's nothing. Like, dude, you're not real. You can't talk to me. Which I totally get, because a lot of people, they're not able to be contacted. People, they leave a number and they never pick up or something. So I totally get it. And I can't talk to everybody, but I totally get his point. Like I told him, but I said, listen, dude, like, I'm not about that game, how other people they do. Like, I'm serious with mine. So it's certain, I follow a discipline. And I follow it in Forex, I follow it in real estate. I follow discipline because without discipline, there's chaos. There's no order. All right? So there's a system that we have to employ so we can know, okay, I know what to do. So again, discipline is very and extremely important. All right? In Forex, of course, you guys know I teach the perfect entry strategy and the stay in trade strategy. You're getting into the market with the perfect entry strategy, and then you allow the stay in trade strategy to keep you in that trade. All right? When you don't follow that discipline, just like anything else, there is chaos. Okay? Very important. Any business has a system or program that they follow, and when things are not followed in a certain way, that's when you have problems. All right, and this is how people, they lose. This is how companies, they go belly up. Okay, same thing in real estate. If you're not following the actual program or the system, then there's gonna be a problem. Just like with these properties, I know, you know, the location is very important. I know the price point I need to buy it at, because of if it's going to appreciate out, I need to be able to get a certain dollar amount profit. I know that also with a certain area, if I'm looking for a residual income, I know that I need to be able to bring the property up to a certain value so that I can achieve that amount. You know, all these things play a part in everything. So if I'm looking at a property that doesn't fit the program or the formula, then those numbers aren't going to work. We can't deal with that. So the same thing with Forex. If you're not following the program, or you're not following the discipline that's already laid out for you and explained thoroughly to you, then you're going to have problems. There's going to be chaos. You're going to be scratching your head like, what am I supposed to do? Like, why am I constantly losing? Same thing, different field. If for those of you who may work at like a factory, something like that, where you know that, you know, you may set the program to go 6 inches up, 4 inches back, 8 inches up. If something goes wrong and it only moves up 5 inches, but it still pulls back 4, and then it still goes up, you know, 8 or whatever I say, you're going to have a problem, because it's going to crash somewhere. That 1 inch, that difference, it's going to cause a problem somewhere. So that's just how it is, and that's why discipline is so important. You know, it's so important when we're trading on the market. It's so important with our thinking. It's so important with our money management. Very important. Okay, extremely important. You know, I've given you guys a lot of game. You know, this Forex and the real estate game is powerful. Just like the gentleman Rashad who messaged me. A lot of people, they see me at first glance and they doubt me. Oh, he probably doesn't know anything. He's just another one of them dudes. You know, he doesn't know anything. But you know, it's okay. You know, if you don't think I know anything, it's okay. But you thinking that I don't know something doesn't change. It doesn't change anything over here. All it means is that you're not going to join, which is fine, and you'll never know the real deal. But it's no loss to you in terms of like if you feel like I'm a scam or I'm a fraud, it's no loss. I can never scam you because you'll never buy into the program. So it's no loss to you. All right. But other people, they're going to get the game, you know? So it's very important, ladies and gentlemen. Like some of the things we talked on tonight, discipline, gave you guys the game, the real estate setup. You know, listen, at the end of the day, if you have this system in place where you start with 25,000 and you say, you know what, I want to grow this account to 75,000, and then from there you grow to 75, you say, you know what, I'm going to pull out some money, I'm going to live off this money, and then I'm going to reinvest the other money back into the markets, and I'm going to take that money, flip that to 100, and then from there I'm going to pull out some money to live off. I'm going to put some money inside of the real estate market, and I'm going to take the rest and live off that. If you put yourself on a system where you have to follow this discipline, make a certain amount, take some out, live off of, put some inside the real estate market, put the money back in there, flip that money, get that money, take some money out, pull some inside to live off of, put some inside the real estate market, take the remainder, put it back in the market. If you have this system in place and you're not following it, if you say, instead of me taking a certain amount out, I'm going to cut that in half and live off that, and I'm going to struggle. Maybe you're willing to struggle because you want to go take 20 and go buy an ATV or something, you know, whatever. You want to buy a toy. You're sacrificing the whole system. And this is why I'm able to achieve this level of success, because I have a system and I follow it. All you have to do is get plugged into it and follow the system. And it doesn't matter where you start, how much you start with, you're always putting yourself in a position to make more. And as you make more, everything keeps growing. Everything keeps growing. You go from a 4 unit to a 6 unit, 8 unit to a 12 unit, 12 unit to a 20 unit, 20 unit to a 50 unit, 50 unit to a 75 unit, whatever. You just keep growing. And that's what it's about. You know, that discipline is going to allow you to achieve and amass a level of success that you never thought was even possible. Never thought was even possible. I'm cutting my eye at the peso right now, and it's looking pretty good. I'm up like 48,000, which is good. And you know, and it's because of this one is actually because of the low-risk scalping strategy. All right, I got it on this one, a low-risk scalping strategy, and then it's turning long term. So now I'm watching it based on the stay in your trade strategy. Very good. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and record. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and record. I'm gonna go ahead and record something. I'm gonna record a video. So that you guys, I'm gonna put what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record a video, and I'm gonna put it live on the video for you guys, so you guys can actually hear it. So let's go ahead and do this. All right. So as you guys can see, this right here is the peso, and if you guys can see, we're up over 48,000 right now. It is 7:28 p.m. Today's the 8th of April, and we're looking really good. As I always tell you guys, we are not using a stop loss or a take profit at all. We do not need that. Without strategies, they're powerful. We do not need them. All right? This right here, you guys are probably wondering, how in the world does this guy do this? If you're still wondering, you have to get connected so you can learn exactly what it is that I'm doing. All right? You have to get connected. This right here, it's not something that everyone's able to do, but guess what? I can show you. Matter of fact, let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys this. See this? Always done on a live account. Always. All right, so as you guys can see, this right here is the peso. And if you guys can see, we're up over 48,000 right now. It is 7:28 p.m. Today's the 8th of April, and we're looking really good. As I always tell you guys, we are not using a stop loss or a take profit at all. We do not need that. With our strategies, they're powerful. We do not need them. All right? This right here, you guys are probably wondering, how in the world does this guy do this? If you're still wondering, you have to get connected so you can learn exactly what it is that I'm doing. All right? You have to get connected. This right here is not something that everyone's able to do. But guess what? I can show you. Matter of fact, let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys this. See this? Always done on a live account. Always. All right. So let me play it back. This right here is the peso. And if you guys can see, we're up over 48,000 right now. It is 7:28 p.m. Today's the 8th of April, and we're looking really good. As I always tell you guys, we are not using a stop loss or. So there you go. I'll be putting that inside the video so you guys can realize how authentic, how real I am, and you know, that's that. You know, just in case you guys, you know, there's always going to be someone who's finding me for the first time and they're like, what in the world? I cannot believe this. I've never seen this before. And they'll be skeptical. And they'll start talking to other people, oh, nah, this guy, he's this, he's that. And then they may tell them, nah, dude, sharp. You may want to check him out again. And then they'll sneak and get on their YouTube and they'll start watching it and stuff. And they're like, yeah, this dude, he's pretty good. So, if you guys are interested, you guys know what time it is. Listen, hopefully you guys learned something from this video. I really want to put you guys up on some game. I know some of you guys, your eyes got really big when you like, wow, like this dude really bought a building. Yeah, I really did. It's not a big deal. I bought a building. You know, and there are plenty others out there that, you know, you can do the same thing. But you have to get plugged in. You have to be liquid. You have to know you have to know the game. So I'm giving you guys a game, sort of like giving you sort of a little roadmap, you know, give you an idea of what's possible, because I've done it. I've done it, so you can do it. So if you see that I did it and I saw that somebody else, they were able to do it, I know if they did it, I can do it. And if you see me doing it, then you can do it. Real simple. So listen, as always, very thankful to have you guys here. If you guys don't already know, I'm Yusef Scott. They also consider me the Forex GOAT. You can go to theforexgoat.com. You can check it out and realize why. Also, like I said, I'm very thankful to have you guys here. If you guys don't already, if you guys are already connected with me on social media, thank you. If not, get connected. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay prayed up. Hopefully this video helped each and every one of you. Hopefully you guys realize, you know, just how you can become successful in this Forex game. You just gotta get plugged in. All right? It's real. Okay? This is real. All right, listen, until next time. Peace.